Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your Tarot Weekly forecast for the week of January 12th through the 18th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And on Monday, what you have coming in is the Temperance card. Now, this just tells me you have a situation on Monday in your life where you're feeling like things are kind of out of balance. And you're starting to notice this to the point that you're starting to think, what am I going to do about this? Something has to change here. So that's what I see coming in for you on Monday, Taurus. Then on Tuesday, we have a completely different situation. We have the Two of Swords showing up in reverse. Now, Two of Swords in reverse just really means that you have a situation on Tuesday where you need to make a decision, and you actually end up procrastinating on Tuesday on this decision because you're trying to make as fair a decision as possible, and you're not sure that you really have all the information that you need to make that kind of decision. And so you're just holding off until a little bit more information comes in before you really come out with how you want to handle the situation. Very common for parents to have a situation like this, and also people who are in authority in a workplace are the two most common things I see for a situation like this. Okay, so Wednesday, what we have coming up is we have the Eight of Clubs. Now, the Eight of Clubs really just tells me things are going to be moving quickly around you. Every once in a while, this card will come up as falling in love, like head over heels really quickly. I'm not actually getting a lot of that for you, Tauruses, on Wednesday. To me, it just really feels like things are just moving around you very fast. Things are happening quickly. So maybe when you go into work, maybe a deadline has been pushed up, or maybe you're close to a deadline and realizing, oh, there's more I have to do before I can get this deadline accomplished than what I realized, or whatever. There's something going on. There are things going on around you that are just happening fast. So it's a day of being on your toes, Taurus. Okay, so then on Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Devil card. The Devil card actually is not such a bad card. It really talks about a situation where we're facing our fears. Now, facing our fears obviously is not always fun or easy or comfortable. But the thing about it is when we start to face our fears and really look at them and decide, why am I afraid of you? What is so intimidating about you to me? Is that a rational fear? Is there really anything to be afraid of here? Most of the time what we find out when we look at our fears is, no, it's not rational at all. And so then we can kind of walk away from that and go, you know what? I don't know why I let that impact my life for so long. That's so crazy. And so you move forward on your life path much more easily. So no, it's not comfortable to face the fears, but in the end, it works out so much better for you. So that's your Thursday. I see you facing some kind of fear on Thursday. And then on Friday, Taurus, what we have is the Two of Clubs. So this is telling me Friday. I always have to kind of crack up on the Two of Clubs. Friday, you have some kind of decision to make. For a lot of you Tauruses, this decision is going to be between two different people. Maybe you have two people that ask you out for a date on Friday, and you have to decide, okay, who am I going to go on a date with? Maybe you've been dating a couple of people, and now things are getting to a point that it's time to make a decision. Which one am I going to go with? So it could be that kind of decision. But clubs is a little bit tricky because clubs can come up one of two ways. Clubs has to do with things that we're passionate about. So obviously people could be that. But clubs can also have to do with things like activities that we're passionate about. Maybe we're passionate about hiking or music or drawing or painting or whatever. But whatever's going on, there's two different things that you're passionate about. For most of you, too. For a few of you, I'm hearing there's 3 or 4 different things that you have to choose between. So on Friday, you're going to have some things going on where you just have to make a choice and decide, okay, what is the higher priority? Which one am I going to go with here? And it's going to be a tough choice for you because you really enjoy and feel great about both of them, or all 4 of them, or all 3 of them, whatever the case may be for you. So all in all, I say, having that kind of decision to make, what a good problem to have, right? Okay, so then on Saturday, Taurus, what we have for you is the Falling Tower. Now this just means that there's some kind of situation in your life that you thought was pretty much stable and secure and pretty well written in stone, and all of a sudden, bam, that just changes. The written in stone part is completely out, and what you thought you had going on is just completely not that at all. And so for a lot of you, I'm not feeling like this is a really super huge deal. You know, like sometimes this comes up like when people lose jobs or whatever. I don't feel like this has that kind of traction. It doesn't feel that heavy to me. So on Saturday, I'm thinking that, you know, you're probably going to have some plans set that you end up having to change your plans. You know, something is coming up that is just going to change very suddenly for you. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it has huge, terrible, bad impact. And also, the thing about the Tower card is when it does come up a lot of times, whatever was in place, once we get used to the idea that that's not in place now and we start to look around and see, okay, how do we fill that hole? What we find is that the opportunities that we have to fill that hole actually are much better than what we had in place to start with. So on Saturday, I would say expect some changes in plans and just be ready to go with the flow, because you may end up happier afterwards than if you would have stuck with the original plans, or if you would have been able to stick with the original plans. Okay, so Sunday, Taurus, what you have here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, Ace of Swords in reverse is really talking about passing along some good ideas to some other people around you. This can be in the form of phone call, email, text, or actually face-to-face contact. But I just see you passing along some good ideas. So for a few of you, this is going to be just giving some advice to somebody who needs some advice, who comes to you for advice. For some of you, this is going to be passing on some creative ideas, and that's what I feel like a lot of this is creative ideas. Ideas to help people around you with some problem solving, some ideas about things that they can do in certain areas of their lives, some ideas about how they can use their skills to best serve them and the others around them. These are the types of things that I'm kind of sensing as the ideas that you'll be passing along. So really kind of almost even inspirational ideas, but definitely good ideas to help some people around you. Okay, so Taurus, that's your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please check out my website. Make sure I am the best reader for you. I do also have other services. I do some spiritual healing. I also do medium work. So if you've checked out my website and you decide I am the best reader for you, then all you have to do is contact me and we'll schedule a session with you as quickly as possible. For the rest of you, I will see you next week. Oh, by the way, my website is, wouldn't that be important? amista.info, amista.info. So like I said, for the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Everybody have a great week. Peace out.